I know it's weird that I'm actually tearing up a little bit, but today, I don't know. I don't even know if you can hear me all that well. I'm kind of on the low. It is day 310. And ladies and gentlemen, what we're probably going to see as Beta Conqueror is done. And just looking at it all together, it's making me very happy. This is Codename Conqueror. The map they can zoom in on and pan around. Notice the top bar got cut off. I am changing that. I'm fixing that. Don't worry. But it's just, this is everything I wanted. This is everything I ever wanted. It's perfect. With the exception of the top part cutting off, that's my bad. I know why too. I just haven't fixed it yet. But it's just, this is Conqueror. This is Conqueror. 310 days ago, this is exactly what I envisioned. And I was able to pull off what I thought in my head all a year ago. I didn't think I could do it. I didn't think I could. It feels more emotional now because the map part destroyed me. Because apparently, adding touching like this, like panning and zooming, is not an easy thing to do. It's not. It took me 3 days to learn how to take not even a picture, just anything, and just move it around the screen. It took me 3 days. It took me a day to learn how to move something, another day to learn how to zoom something, and then today I learned how to put them together. And then I added an image instead of just something. Like what I mean by something is it was what we call a view. Anything that you see on the screen is what we call a view. So the bottom taskbar right there is one view separated into three views. This component right here is a view. The top part is a view. Anyway, I made a box, and this box is what we call a view, and I moved the box around. Cool. And then I had to take that and apply it to an image with a source. And my friend made this map for me, which is really, really awesome. And notice the color change. Notice the color change. It's not light red in the background anymore. It's like a nice darker gray. It kind of looks blue on the camera, but it's not blue. It's like a pretty dark gray. Can you see it pretty well? It's pretty dark gray. Anyway, I I didn't think I could do this. I just kept going until something big enough stopped me in my tracks to the point where I had to give up. And this this just this just feels reassuring that I can do it. I don't The inspiration for this was Slippy because that man, his name isn't actually Slippy, uh, that he made something tremendous in 6 months. What Nintendo or another multi-billion-dollar company couldn't do or failed at doing. And he just said, "No, hold my beer. I'm gonna do this." And he did it, and he did it wonderfully. And I thought, if he can do that, I might be able to do that too. And I did, kind of. It's not done yet. It took me a lot longer because I took like 150 days off for school and whatnot. Um, and I had no idea what I was doing. I'm sure he had some sort of background in like netcode or what have you, but I learned how to do this and then I did it. I just, I really wanted this to happen, so I made it happen. Simple as that. It's I'm lucky I am naturally affiliated with coding and whatnot, or how the general format works. But this makes me so happy. And I hope that other people can appreciate it too. Like just how much I put into this by myself just to make this work. I'm just panning it over and over. Just it's so good. It's so good. It's perfect. It's everything I ever wanted. This is Conqueror. This is Conqueror. The only thing I need to do now is, like, of course, right now, if I tap on state, nothing happens because I didn't make it touchable yet. But I just imported the image and then baby steps. I'm almost there. This is so satisfying. This is unbelievably satisfying. This has been like 6 minutes of just me saying like, oh my God, this is coming full circle and all of this. But just this is especially after making all the layouts and everything, but choosing not to do this part yet because I knew it was going to be super difficult. All the writing on that whiteboard is how to freaking do this. And like all of my notes and all my questions and how to answer them, and my entire thought process is on that whiteboard and this one. And this one. You can actually see the steps I made for this exam. Okay. I should check a few of those off. Actually, no, the next one is to apply a dynamic source based on the zooming ranges. So my implementation in the future, I don't know when I'll do this, but when you zoom in on the states, they become states. But when you zoom out on the country, you can see the regions, Southeast New England, MDVA. So you can look at MDVA, it'll be MDVA, and you'll see the rankings for MDVA, but when you zoom in, you can see the states that make up MDVA. That's the plan. It looks so good. Anyway, so my plan for the future. There is a small zooming bug, and let's cut the emotional stuff. So there's a small bug for the zooming where no matter where you are zooming to or from, it always defaults back to its original state before it was zoomed, and then applies what you're zooming. So if I'm here and I zoom in, that's cool and all. But if I want to zoom in farther, it resets me. Did you see that? It resets me. So I can keep doing this. I can keep zooming in, but it'll keep going to the same spot. And I don't know why it's doing that. Panning had something similar, but it had an easy fix. I just had to look up the issue. But this one does not seem to have an easy fix. Maybe no one will notice it. I'm just kidding. I'm definitely gonna try to fix it. So there's the fixing the zooming issue. Then there's making each state a button, and that is going to be hard. Very hard. I'll probably like touch up on it later when I actually figure it out because I have a lot of solutions that is a lot of jargon that you probably won't understand or probably won't care about or probably won't even be relevant then. But this update is saying this is exactly what I envisioned for Conqueror. Exactly. Perfect. 100%. And I did it myself. Kind of. I had a lot of help. But I'm very happy. Things are looking up. Next update, I don't know what will happen in the next update. Who knows? Maybe it's going to be the events tab is going to be done or something. I don't know. At minimum, the next update, at minimum, I'd like to have this map totally done. And by totally done, I mean every state is touchable. The zooming issue is fixed. And maybe to have another region, like Japan or something, so that you can proof of concept that you can like switch between the regions, you know? Which is probably I can do that. Yeah, I feel like I can do that. Thank you guys. If you're watching this, thank you for sticking with me. A lot of this has just been me ranting emotionally. It actually like surprised me how when I saw this, I actually teared up. I never had that happen before. I saw it and I was just like, wow, this is just amazing. Anyway, day 310, things are looking good. This beta is gonna be spectacular. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.